Welcome to Health Coach for Women. Intentional living for more happiness and fulfillment in your everyday life with your host, Marsha Roopchand-Walker. Join Marsha as she shares her own personal wellness journey, as well as stories from our guests that will enlighten and inspire you to move towards better health and happiness. Now, here's your host, Marsha Roopchand-Walker.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Health Coach for Women, a podcast where we explore alternative and holistic solutions for better health and wellness. And I am your host, Marsha. Thank you so much for joining me today. Of course, I have a quote for you, but before I get into that quote, please go ahead, click that like button, share, and subscribe. All right. Tea time is a chance to slow down, pull back, and appreciate our surroundings by Letitia Baldridge. I like that. All right. So that's what today's topic is all about. Teas. What are some of the best teas for weight loss? Right? There's things that we can do to help lose weight and manage our weight. And it's just simple foods, simple things that we consume every day. Some of you may not consume tea every day, right? Some may choose coffee over tea, right? But for the most part, a lot of people like tea, just like some like coffee. But the interesting thing in that is some teas naturally have caffeine in it, okay? So I want to talk about teas. Let's talk about those teas, all right? So the first tea that I have on my list is green tea. I, for one, love green tea. I've been taking green tea forever. I love green tea, and it comes in number one for me because it has so many benefits, right? So that's why I love green tea. And so consuming at least 2 to 3 cups of green tea a day is totally fine. And it's actually good for you. Now, they have so many different brands, right? There's so many different brands. If you go with the tea bags, you got the Yogi green tea. They do have the decaf version. There's some others as well. You can also buy the package where you just get the actual leaves itself, the dried leaves, right? And Tulsi Organic India is another one. Okay, it's where they actually have the leaves without the tea bags. Okay, so with green tea, it's full of antioxidants, and it does contain the catechins, which is found in green tea. And what that does is increases your metabolism as well as fat burning. Okay, so that's why green tea came in as number one. All right, and they're saying that the green tea is most effective for weight loss. And there's substantial evidence that green tea decreases both in weight as well as body fat, according to some studies, 11 studies. And it can reduce the BMI index and belly fat for people with type 2 diabetes. So green tea is my number one. All right. Now I want to move on to number 2. Number 2 is slim tea. Slim tea, Oolong Tea. And that tea, I actually bought the packet of that. And I say I like Oolong Tea because it is also good for weight loss. And one study, it's mentioned that 102 people with overweight obesity drank the tea every day for 6 weeks. And it says that which helped them reduce their body fat, their body weight, as well as their body fat. And they're saying that researchers proposed in the tea did so by improving the metabolism of fat in the body. Now, I also want to show you, before I get into that, I'll go into some more of that. I want to show you what I purchased here. Vita Cup Slim Tea, if you can see it here. Okay, Vita Cup Slim Tea. This is Oolong Tea. They make several different kinds of tea. I'm not sure if you can see it really well here because of my lighting, but it says Slim Tea. So I'm sure you can't see. Oh, maybe if I hold it back. But anyway, it says Slim Tea, and this is Oolong Tea, right? And these are packets, and it contains acai berry. Okay, whatever. Acai berry. Okay, Garcinia, cambogia, and fiber, as well as B vitamins. So this is why I chose to get this tea, simply because I'm not getting any promotion or anything for this. I just wanted to try this for myself. It actually has B vitamins in it as well, containing B5, B6, and B1, as well as B12, which helps with our metabolism, right? So if I go ahead and open up this pack here, it's just a simple pack, right? It's just a simple pack that you can add to your drink, your hot beverage. You don't want to add it when it's boiling water. You want to just hot. And you just a cup, this whole packet here, this packet comes with 24 packets, and you just use one pack. So if you want to preserve your packets, you can have one packet a day and have a cup of green tea also, right? So this is what I have here. This for me came in at number 2 behind green tea. All right. And so back to what I was saying about oolong tea, as far as the research studies, 70% of severely obese participants who drank 8 grams of oolong tea for 6 days lost more than 2 pounds, and 22% lost more than 6 pounds. All right, so that's pretty good. 64% of the obese subjects and 66% of the overweight subject lost more than 2 pounds over the course of 6 weeks. Okay, that may not seem like a lot for some people, because some people, you can take things where you can lose, 2 pounds in a week, but if this is for something sustainable for people who are obese, I think that's pretty good. All right, so now I just want to mention now, oolong tea does contain caffeine. It does contain about 38 milligrams of caffeine per cup. So if you're not a caffeine person and you can't really take caffeine, you want to just find something that maybe offers a decaf version. That may not be for you. Green tea does offer decaf. Okay, so black tea, I want to move on to that. That's my number 3. Black tea. I also love black tea as well. Black tea, it contains polyphenols, and it may help promote weight loss by reducing your calorie intake and stimulating fat breakdown. Okay, in one study, this study is showing men and women who drank 3 cups of the powdered black tea per day gained less weight and slimmed their waistlines after 3 months, all right, compared to those who didn't drink black tea. But these changes had not continued at the 6-month follow-up point. So these effects of black tea appear to be limited. That's what the study is showing. So if I'm going to give it to you, I'm going to give you all of the truth, okay, based on the studies. All right, so based on the studies. And let's see here. Now, polyphenols contained in the black tea works by lowering the calorie intake and decreasing absorption of fats and carbs. All right, so that is my number 3 for weight loss, is the black tea. All right, number 4. But before we get into that, let's go into a quick little break.
According to GlobeNewsWire.com, an estimated 128,000 health coaches and health educators advise and motivate clients to change bad lifestyle habits and to manage chronic conditions such as diabetes. Consumers, employers, and insurers are each now more seriously focused on improving health and being proactive. Insurance companies, doctors, and patients themselves see the critical need and demand for health coaches, as well as other integrative natural health practitioners. There is no doubt with the use of health coaches being a crucial part of the healthcare team brings added value to the client, patient, and the healthcare system overall. At Health Coach for Women, our mission to get clients to optimal health at the cellular level. We help clients manage their chronic pain, fatigue, insomnia, depression, anxiety, brain fog, diabetes, and gut health with 3 simple protocols. Once you become a client at HC4W, we take a simple test and assessment to determine a plan of action towards wellness. Schedule a call by going to healthcoachforwomen.com.
All right. Now, Number 4 is white tea. Okay, so white tea, just like green tea, does contains polyphenols. It's rich in antioxidants, and which prolongs oxidation. So that oxidation is the fermentation process, which helps to promote weight loss. And in a past study, it shows that men and women who drank 3 cups of the powdered tea gained less weight. Okay, so now with white tea, all right, white tea is the least processed, okay? This is the least processed of all the teas, which accounts for its light flavor. And it says here now with white tea, I've had white tea before. It's a soft, subtle, to me, taste, but it's not something I usually purchase on a regular, but I purchase a packet of different flavors and different teas, and white tea came in it, but it's not something that I actually go out and buy on a regular basis. All right, but white tea has been suggested to help speed up the breakdown of fat cells and block the formation of new ones, and can potentially offer weight loss. Okay, can potentially offer weight loss. Now in a past review, it says that the least of all teas was this white tea. Antioxidants and fat-burning EGCGs, which is epigalactogen 3-gallate. Okay, this is a substance that's found in green tea, and it's been studied and shown to be helpful in the prevention of cancer as well as some other diseases. And it is a type of antioxidant. All right, so this is for white tea. All right, so you may want to try some white tea just to try it out. It does have a nice, soft, subtle taste to it. And all of my teas, when I try teas, I can drink them without any sugar at all. So you can try them without sugar. All right, if you're going to go with a sweetener, you want to try the natural sweeteners. Okay, you can try some Manuka honey, some honey, organic honey. Manuka honey is more on the pricier side because it is a more better grade of honey, and it is made in New Zealand. It's a better grade of honey. Okay, so yeah, white tea. All right, so now the last one that I want to cover is the Pureh Tea. This is a tea of Chinese herbal tea. And it's shown that this also has the fermentation process that also help promotes the healthy gut, right? So anything where it's fermented is good for the gut. So when you think of fermentation, think of good gut health, good microbiome, all right? So it can help with digestion as well as helping with weight loss. There has been some evidence that suggests that it may support weight loss. In one study, the consumption of the tea helped with the BMI, triglycerides, as well as cholesterol levels. So also in some animal studies, the tea may help to lower some blood sugar and regulate fatty acid metabolism. Okay, so that's what it's saying here. And I noticed in these teas that they all made the list, right? They all made that list of the top 10, but I wanted to go with the tea that I found. And actually the green tea came in number 1 for most of the ones that I've seen. And actually this came in number 1 on one of the other places that I looked and saw that they had this tea came in, the Oolong Tea. But green tea by far is number 1, okay? Number 1 for weight loss. All right. And so the final one that I want to cover is hibiscus tea. Now, hibiscus tea also contains the catechins like the EGCG that I mentioned before, which helps to lower blood pressure, all right, and cholesterol, all right? Current research with hibiscus is basically kind of limited. In a past study, adults who were overweight or obese took the hibiscus extract for 12 weeks, and it was shown to reduce body weight and their BMI, which is their body mass index. body fat and hip to waist ratio compared to a control group. So the researchers attributed those perks to the plant compounds, to the actual extract of the hibiscus plant. All right. So there's no quick fix, right, to weight loss. We can do some things to lose weight really quick, right? But you want something that's sustainable. So I say, take it at a slower pace. You don't want to rush to lose weight because that's not sustainable. Okay, so I suggest is just your natural teas. You're taking your teas every day and still incorporating a healthy lifestyle of good nutrition, your fruits and vegetables, and reduce your carb intake. You reduce your carb and sugar intake. Remember those two things. Sugar and carbs and sugar, okay? So reduce your carb intake, reduce your sugar intake, as well as taking your teas and exercising and eating healthy. That will help you to lose and maintain and balance a certain weight, all right? And so that's why it's important to understand your metabolism and to know your body, right? That is very important. Just ask yourself, what foods actually make you sluggish, right? Is it those bagels? Is it those breads with gluten, wheat? What are some of the things that cause you to feel lethargic, feel tired? What's some of the foods that you're eating? If you eat turkey, do you feel tired after a while? Turkey actually has a hormone in it that can make you feel sleepy and tired. These are just simple things that you should know and understand, right? What are some of the things that make you feel tired, no energy? Just look at those things. You may want to consider an elimination diet. You may want to also consider fasting, right? Or keto. There's so many different things. You just have to know what fits for you, what will work for you, right? And so that's what you have to do, all right? You have to really get to know and understand your body, know the things that can help you, as well as the things that does not help you. So those things that don't help you, you should know this stuff by now, right? Your processed meats, some of your dairy is no good, right? For those of you who consume dairy, especially if you have these things with hormone disruptors and fibroids and things like that, you really want to try to limit your dairy, your cheese and things like that as much as possible. You want to do that, all right? And I think that is all I have for you for now. I appreciate your time and thank you so much for joining in. I have some things that I will be sharing with you next week. And I have a guest that's supposed to be coming on next week, and she is going to be amazing. And until next time, that is all. Bye for now.
If you are struggling with health issues like chronic pain, being held back by past traumas, or feeling overwhelmed and hopeless, please know there is hope. There is help. Transcendence, a woman's guide to healing and self-love for better health, happiness, and abundance, is a blueprint to help you get your life back and reclaim your health. Within its pages, you'll learn how to elevate your existence by shifting your mindset toward the positive, focusing your energy on what's really important, using gratitude to feel deep appreciation, changing your gene expression through epigenetics, building resilience, and living in a state of flow, feeling love overflow within. Go beyond an ordinary life. Transcend. Buy it now.
So much for listening to Health Coach for Women with your host, Marsha Roopchand-Walker. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please be sure to rate, subscribe, and review on your preferred podcast listening platform. We really appreciate that effort. Until next time.